Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Stephen Inks. And today, a little bit of a departure from our normally scheduled channel videos because I do like to spend most of my videos talking about pens that I like and recommending things and showing you ways that I use my fountain pen collection to do art. A lot of those things are going to be true for this video, but we're actually going to focus on a pen that I really don't like. As a matter of fact, I'm calling this series I Hate This Pen. Things that I bought that I wish I hadn't bought, things that are poorly made, poorly designed, or just all in all uncomfortable to use as pens. And we are talking today about the PenBBS 350, and I am going to get this pen to focus. There we go. And you may be surprised that it is a PenBBS pen because, as many of you who watch this channel know, PenBBS is one of my favorite brands. The top 5 pens that I've mentioned as my favorites, I think 3 of them were PenBBS. So why do I hate this pen so much? Without much further ado, let's just get into it. So here's the pen, and let me tell you about one of the things I really don't like about it right off the bat is this cap. It kind of looks like a Kaweco Sport cap, but and the edges right here are just super sharp. I think this thing is kind of ugly. The Kaweco gets away with it because of its small form factor, so maybe it's kind of like a little bit cute. But this is too long and wide and oddly octagonal to be cute. You will notice it says PenBBS right there on the edge. It's pressed in, and it says 350, and there's a little swirly logo. Then it says PenBBS in this almost, let me turn it right side around, this almost Comic Sans looking font. I don't know what that font is. It's definitely not fancy like a lot of the script on the PenBBS nibs are. When you untwist it, now this does have a rollerball attachment, but it did come with both a rollerball and a fountain pen nib. I chose to put the rollerball on because I want to do something a little bit different. This might be an unpopular take because this is a fountain pen focused channel, but I actually don't mind this rollerball tip. I think it's all right. That's not the main reason that I have a gripe with this pen. Obviously, I could just switch that out. We'll keep it in there just because that's what we were working with before. Everything is sharp. Like even this little edge right here is sharp. I can feel it when I run my finger over it. The threads are sharp. I'll bet you if I twisted quickly, I could probably cut my finger on one of these. There's a little edge right here, sharp. One of the things that, and oh yeah, that, by the way, enjoy this. When all the trouble of making it octagonal, and I guess this cap as a roll stop it would work, but the pen itself is just gonna travel down your desk all day. And even beyond that, I'm gonna show off the cap, so I guess I gotta put this off to the side somewhere because I don't want it rolling away, but even that is not the worst part. So we've got these sharp edges and they lead up to these sharp corners right here on the edge. And this sharp edge, everything's sharp. And this part right here is really uncomfortable on the hands. And the reason that I know this is because the pen is too short for me to hold in my little Frankenstein hands. So I have to post it. When I post it, guess where it hits? Right there, the fold of my skin. These little sharp guys poking me to death. I feel like I definitely could scrape my skin or cut myself on how sharp these are. So that sucks, and also just this edge being right here makes it really uncomfortable to move my hands because it's rubbing across the back there. So that let's see, if we look inside, we do have the typical PenBBS converter, which I like. Honestly, I have no complaint about the converter. It's fine. And we'll see, and let's just see if we can pull the, I don't know, maybe I can't pull it out anymore because I didn't clean it very well when I threw it away in disgust. It's not budging. That's not on the pen, that's on me, but if I liked the pen more, I probably would switch it out or try to clean it. But these basically pull out like the PenBBS nib units, so you could swap this for a fountain pen nib. Once again, that's not the subject of this review because I don't mind the rollerball tip. I think it's an interesting novelty. I wish that that came with a different pen because I do not like this one. The color is kind of, I don't know, it's like what, like champagne or something, or like rose gold, but it's definitely lightweight tin, so yuck. Sort of an unimaginative body shape too. It just looks like a metal casing. I don't know. Anyway, good news is if I release my fingers, I can watch it go away. All right, let's fill it with ink and I'll attempt to do some art with it, I guess. So, as is our royal tradition, we are going to do an ink fill using this terrible pen. And you're going to notice that I decided to go with an ink that I'm also not that into. This is Diamine Sapphire Blue. Don't really know why, but I just never fell in love with this color. You might enjoy it, and I have no argument with you if that is the case. If you have this color ink, just never really got exciting for me. Good thing it's in a small bottle, I guess. We're still trying to decide if it's gonna be a regular ink fill or if we will need, because we're about halfway full, a blunt needle syringe, and I have one here just in case, so we'll see what I need to do, and we'll see if this goes all the way in. Oh, it does. Okay. So these roller balls fill up the same way as a fountain pen. There's a little breather hole in the bottom, and that's how I do it. I'm not going to focus too heavily on trying to get a nice big fill. Surprisingly, I did get a pretty good one just the first time. So we'll blot this off and I'll try and do some art with it. Okay, so we're ready to test a few lines out, and I'm holding the pen, and you can see once again it's hitting this spot on my hand. So uncomfortable. I feel like it's taking it's like a little monster. It's taking little bites out of my hand while I hold it. Oh man, I'm gonna try holding a little bit higher up, see if that works. So yeah, it does have a decent flow. I remember why I didn't like the blue ink. It's a bit of a stainer. I don't know if you can see around the edge here. Now my pen's ruined. Oh no. Like I said, the rollerball thing isn't really what I'm focused on. It works well enough. I would enjoy this on a different pen. And actually, there are a couple of rollerball pens that I have reviewed in the past on this channel, including the Gerban rollerball, which I highly recommend, especially over this one for the reasons that I am going into now. Just it's very uncomfortable to hold in the hand. But the flow is good. This is more of a form factor than a flow that causes me to really dislike this pen. And if you can see, I'm just honestly, like, in the ways that I'm having to hold it right now, I just need to hold it some way besides the way that I'm comfortable holding a pen. And that's going to affect my ability to draw with it. I'm probably going to have to keep it pretty brief when it comes to the art section, because I don't want to torture myself. But yeah, here's some basic shapes with it. And this is the quickest I've ever rushed through this part because I'm not enjoying holding this pen. It's just so uncomfortable. Do they not try these things out before they make 100,000 of them? They really should. All right, so that's that. Art advice, don't buy this pen. Next, please. Okay, final thoughts. What other negative things can I say? I just really don't like this pen. From a design standpoint, it's just inherently uncomfortable to hold, but then it's also poorly manufactured and poorly executed. I would say that I think PenBBS should just stick to making acrylic pens, but honestly, they've made a few metal pens that have been quite good. One that I would point out is the gonna say the number wrong. The PenBBS 499. This one right here. There's a video for this pen up on this channel, and it's quite nice. It's well made. It's smooth to hold and enjoyable, and it looks pretty. But none of those things are present in this pen. This is a mistake. I don't know if they still sell this even. If I would be surprised if they do. If you see this one, I'd say just avoid it. If you're looking for a great metal pen, I would recommend that 499 as well as the Hongdian Black Forest. We just recently did a video about the Mahjong A1, which is a metal pen, comes in a bunch of different finishes. And the Delike brass pen is one that I still use quite often. I enjoy it very much. It screws onto the end there. The Keras Pen Company makes a couple of fantastic metal fountain pens, very well machined here in the United States. And you're not going to have that thread problem like I was mentioning in the video. The Lamy Studio is a pen that's mostly metal. There's some plastic parts right where you grip it. That despite the fact that I didn't give this a very favorable review, it's still a very well-made pen, and I would highly recommend that over the 350 any day. So let me just end this video by saying I hope I didn't scare you away with negativity. We've got some great reviews of positive things that I do like coming up in the future, as well as other videos on pen subjects, so please like and subscribe if you are into that sort of thing. Also, tell me what's your least favorite pen, or what pen purchases do you regret? Leave me some comments, and I will see you in the next video.